Kaylee Cuoco comments on The Big Bang Theory's next spin-off, which inches the franchise closer to learning if Leonard is really dead. It has been 5 years since the nerd-centric sitcom wrapped up its 12-season run, although the franchise it kick-started continues to thrive with its period spin-offs. Now, the universe is expanding in modern times with a new show that will bring back Stuart Bloom, Denise, and Bert. While the third The Big Bang Theory offshoot will not feature the Pasadena gang members as regular cast members, it can still offer new content about the beloved friend group. Despite an uneven final season, The Big Bang Theory finale did a good job of giving its core cast a satisfying send-off. It left the characters in such a high place, granted that some had better fates than others. While young Sheldon eventually broke away from its parent series, its flash-forward narration and scenes offered new information about the rest of Sheldon's California family, although occasionally they created additional questions. That was exactly what happened when the young Sheldon finale floated the possibility that Leonard may be dead. Recently, Cuoco has revealed that she is open to returning in the Big Bang Theory spin-off as Penny. Admittedly, it is still too early to be invested in this possibility. The offshoot is still in the early stages of development, with no confirmed release date. That said, it's great to know that if Chuck Lorre decides to bring back Penny, he won't have any problems recruiting Cuoco to do it. Seeing one of the most popular The Big Bang Theory characters again after 5 years is already exciting, but it can also offer a definitive answer to Leonard's fate. For context, no one is saying that Leonard is dead. It is a theory that came out of the young Sheldon finale, considering how the prequel handled the memory of Sheldon's best friend. While not all members of the Pasadena gang got involved in the offshoot, it was odd that throughout all 7 years of its run, Leonard never made a voice cameo or was at least referenced. Sheldon had a rough relationship with Howard, and yet the socially inept genius was able to recruit the group's astronaut and engineer to partake in his autobiography. As seen when George died in the young Sheldon penultimate episode, Sheldon has difficulty handling grief. It was the same when Arthur Jeffries, aka Professor Proton, passed away in The Big Bang Theory. Not talking about Leonard in his autobiography fits his past behavioral pattern when it came to dealing with loss. Considering how much his best friend meant to him, it would make sense that he would struggle more to come to terms with no longer having him around. Plot details about the new The Big Bang Theory spin-off are still scant at the moment. However, regardless of what Stuart and the rest are up to this time, Penny can offer any kind of update about her life, which is tied to Leonard's situation. The Big Bang Theory finale revealed that the couple was expecting their first child, so seeing her reunite with Stuart would naturally bring up a conversation about how she and her family are. This could effectively confirm or deny whether Leonard is actually gone, which was something that the young Sheldon finale heavily hinted at. Even if the new The Big Bang Theory spin-off doesn't directly address the claims that her husband may be dead, it would be difficult for the show to get away with not sharing any kind of information about Leonard if Penny appears. As beloved as the young Sheldon finale was, there was disappointment that it didn't feature more The Big Bang Theory references. For context, when the nerd-centric sitcom wrapped up in 2019, its prequel staged a poignant tribute that debuted the young versions of Leonard, Penny, Amy, Howard, Raj, and Bernadette, while Sheldon was at home in Texas. Seeing Cuoco return as Penny can make up for the missed opportunity to stage a proper The Big Bang Theory reunion in the young Sheldon finale. Perhaps Johnny Galecki can also appear and reprise Leonard, effectively debunking the theory that his character is dead. If that isn't going to be the case, Penny coming in and not mentioning her husband and kid could raise more questions, making this mystery more intriguing. In the end, involving her means getting new information about her husband, regardless of the specifics of her return. Based on the current cast of the upcoming The Big Bang Theory spin-off, lore is shifting the focus to some of the most interesting supporting characters in the original sitcom that were barely focused on. Granted that Stewart was its most prominent extended cast member and was in countless episodes throughout the sitcom's 12-season run, he didn't really have the kind of focus that the rest of the main friend group had, something that was even a recurring joke. Despite that, he would also have been affected by any kind of changes to the Pasadena gang, especially a possible death. For years, Stewart spent some considerable time with Sheldon, Leonard, and the rest of the boys, as the group routinely visited his comic book shop in The Big Bang Theory. He also lived with the Wolowitzes, and was even entrusted with Howard and Bernadette's kids when they flew out of the country to attend Amy and Sheldon's Nobel Prize in Physics Awards ceremony. If Leonard is really dead in the future, Stewart and his girlfriend, Denise, would know. They may not regularly discuss it, but reuniting with Penny will definitely pave the way for them to bring up that subject. All deaths in beloved shows are difficult to accept in their own unique ways. For Leonard, just considering that he is gone is such a saddening thought, primarily because of how his ending played out in the Big Bang Theory finale. As controversial as Penny's pregnancy arc was, seeing her husband finally start his own family, knowing full well that he wanted that from the very first time they met each other, was emotionally satisfying. After years of taking care of Sheldon, Leonard could finally focus on taking care of his own child. It's also worth noting that it was around this time that he was able to finally patch things up with his mom, Beverly, following a lifetime of grudges against her. Suffice it to say, The Big Bang Theory left Leonard in such a great place. It's heartbreaking to think that he wasn't able to fully enjoy his dream life.